welcome back to my channel, and today's video is going to be how I am going to be planning and journaling all day. That's going to be the main focus of today's video. But before we get started, I just want to quickly say thank you so much for your comments on my previous video. You guys are way better than Google. I just really appreciate you. So not too long ago, probably like a week ago, maybe almost two, to be honest, I started daily planning for the purpose of me keeping track on how much water I was drinking, and it just became so fun. And then I came across a YouTube video where there's digital planning. I already had an iPad that I used to edit, so it makes it more fun, more relaxing, and I'm like less stressed to be honest, you guys. It is so easy. And I just use some examples because yes, you guys, I was blogging and I didn't even realize that it was Thursday. I was so mixed up with the days, you guys. So this video was a little bit rushed, but it is still good to see because it just shows that I am not perfect, and things happen. And I wanted to actually do this whole video with me doing some background, like doing as I'm going, as like marking off the checklist. But then at the end of the day, I just got super busy with the kids that I just end up sharing what I end up doing. I'm currently actually using this digital planners, and I'm testing them out to see which one fits best for me. Maybe I'll end up just eventually getting my own or buying off on Etsy. Make sure to always, every single day, to do some tea because I have to replace it with coffee. I do drink coffee with my husband, but I cannot drink 3 cups like I used to or more. So watering it down is just no fun, but it is what it is. I always start planning my day right after my husband leaves because I have like an hour, almost 2 hours gap since I had to get Hazel up for school. And of course, right after my tea, I make sure to do my Bible study, and I start with a quick prayer, something simple that I'll be guided by the Holy Spirit as I study the Bible so I can understand the word and not just read it. And whenever you understand it, you apply it to your life, and it's just so much better. God is so good, you guys. There's not a wrong way to read the Bible, but I would like to share, since a lot of you guys actually asked me, how do I do it? I just read a verse or a chapter. I highlight what really stood out for me. Sometimes I use kind of like the other versions of a Bible so I can kind of see and get more understanding and kind of just let it soak in. So whenever I am reading it over different examples, I start getting my book and stuff and just write the verses down. And that's what I mean when it comes to the Holy Spirit. He guided me to another verse from the same book, which was Proverbs 24. He guided me to Proverbs 16:24, and he brought me all the way to Psalms, and it was just like a moment for me. And I appreciate this moment so much because I would not be able to understand it with my own understanding if it wasn't the help by the Holy Spirit, if you know what I mean. And you might not understand what I'm writing here, but in my heart I did, and I was just sitting there and just thinking about it. That's most likely what happens after every time I read the Bible. I get to learn something new, and I just apply it to my life, just with the help of Jesus Christ, of course. And see, here I am marking off the things that I had to get done. I put simple things so I can make it quicker for a video, but eventually in more future videos, you'll get to see having like a lot more stuff. It's just satisfying to see, to be honest. And then you guys, the whole month of October, I had it wrong at the first like clips, but eventually I looked at my phone and I'm like, I'm so way off. This is wrong. Like, I don't understand it. And then the baby shower, I'm like, that's not right either. Like, I was cracking up. Like, good thing I caught it and I ended up fixing it. I make sure to always do a load of laundry every day. I just cannot let it pile up anymore like I used to. I recently ended up washing like the entire whole clothes that I had, and it's just, I feel like daily planning for me has changed me for so many reasons, because us mamas are always stressed and there's always something to do, always. And sometimes we do forget some things that are actually really important, but having something that reminds you is just like you have something less to stress about, if you know what I mean. So here we're waiting for the bus. I told her it was cold, and it's just, I love these moments with my kids. And whenever the boys are napping, that's when I start doing more journaling. I use this for the Bible, and I also use this for prayers. I use this for stuff that I have learned from TikTok, from others, fellow Christians that just share really good information. And I just really like to practice that in my life because it does make a difference. It motivates me, and I get to put my cute little stickers. And let me just be quiet for a minute so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I would love to know in the comments if you bullet journal, or maybe just write things down when you're stressed out, or do you plan your week? Do you plan your month? I want to know how many people are out there doing what I do, or maybe you never tried it, or are you willing to try it? It does help a lot with your brain. It's almost like when you read a book, you kind of just get out of your own life for a minute and just focus on what you're doing. And I think it's just so good for mental health as well. And I remember getting comments like, that's just a waste of paper and waste of time. And I just ignore that because it's like, I'm doing this for me. And not only that, these books are eventually going to be passed down to my children for them to have something from me once I'm like completely gone, And I think that's just the thought of it makes my heart so warm. And it's just like, I don't want to stop that. I actually like to look back at my things, and sometimes even prayers when they are answered. And it's just like, it feels like an accomplishment. And I like to even take it on my purse on the go for just in case, like I need it in the moment. It's just, I like that. And now we're gonna finally start my new journal. I'm like obsessed with this smell. So I know I'm gonna get some questions on do I get my supplies, where do I get the things, that all the little cute things and papers and stuff. A lot of it is from AliExpress. That is the cheapest. It does take some time to get to you, but it is so worth it. And I think Sheen, I don't know how you say that, they have it as well. Etsy, Hobby Lobby, Michaels. I feel like at the end of the day, no matter what you do or get, even from magazines, newspapers, your creativity is what is going to stand out. As long as you like it, you're good to go. Beautiful. So once I was done with the front page, once you open the book, I had to put this first because when we went to a date, my husband and I, that's like our favorite spot, which is Plant Shopping. It's on a Bricktown, kind of nearby. If you are in Oklahoma City, it is the best to have a date, especially if you love plants. He ended up buying me my variegated string of hearts, and that's the paper where it came from. And I'm like, I have to put this in my journal. It is very special, and some stickers from there too. Well, one, and then the other one, actually my sister gave it to me. My sister Diana, she collects stickers, so I think it just runs in the family. I can also draw. Diana loves to draw, you guys. She is very actually talented, and every time I go over and see my sisters and my mom, and she always gets to see me, I always get to see her drawings, and it's like we have that in us. And a lot of people always like, well, because I can come up with this. And just give yourself a try, like nobody's gonna be like you, and you're not gonna be like nobody else. Like you are uniquely, like you're so unique, and nobody can take that away from you. I just want you to know that this is what I do throughout the day. Don't just think that I sit there for hours, okay? And of course, I take some time to respond to comments. I cannot get to all of them like I used to before, but I'm trying here, okay? Since like I get a lot of breaks in between, and sometimes when I'm actually doing planning or journaling, I had to stop so many times because of Zion. And here I'm trying to attempt to like finish the October whole calendar thing, and you'll see me fix the numbers here in a little bit. I was just like, okay, I need to plan this more with my husband, because it's just like we're a team, so kind of we can come up with things on the month and keep track on things as well. So I did the most basics, as like working out, and just to make it cute for now. I'm still gonna add some more stuff to it, and eventually you'll see it in a future video, I'm sure of it. And yeah, I was cracking up with the baby shower, and I'm like, it cannot be on a Tuesday. Like, it doesn't make sense. So once I was done basically making it all cute, I checked my nighttime checklist and if I got at least most of the things done from my daily plans, you know. Yes, you guys, I did end up fixing the post 3 times on Instagram, just in case if you're cracking up or you're about to comment that. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you have an amazing weekend. Make sure you get this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I really hope you enjoy this video and eventually it's gonna get better. I'll see you and catch you on my next one. Bye!